a viral TikTok trend, users uploaded a picture of something they really wanted under the prompt, "If I ever won a lottery, there would be signs." Someone I know reposted one of these videos. And what did they want? Ozempic shots. Ozempic is a medication for type 2 diabetes. It reduces appetite by inducing a feeling of fullness. Despite not being approved for weight loss, it has gained popularity for its use by celebrities and influencers. Now, even non-diabetic, healthy individuals like you and me can go online, buy this drug, and risk starvation to lose weight. Hi, my name is Dia Tamse, and I'm a teenager in a world where going to extreme lengths to meet damaging beauty standards is nothing new. In 2015, Kylie Jenner's full pout inspired the bottle lips trend, in which people sucked on cups to enlarge their lips. At only 9 years old, I saw another young girl's lips swelling on the news from ruptured blood vessels as a result of this trend. At my gym, a bodybuilder misused drugs in order to bulk up and build muscle, resulting in cramping and convulsing as side effects. If you believe that your family, your friends, or anyone you know don't fall prey to these damaging standards, try and notice if they edit or crop parts of their bodies from pictures, or even induce vomiting to limit food intake. Sometimes, even I'm tempted to try these practices. And you might think it's weird, but is it? What are the lengths you truly go to just to get a bit prettier? As humans, our incessant desire to conform to every damaging beauty standard intrigued me. So I decided to explore and uncover where they came from. Across all species, there is a shared understanding of attractiveness, hinting at an evolutionary origin for these standards. In his research, Perception and Deception, Human Beauty and the Brain, Dr. Daniel Yarosh suggests that beauty standards stem as indicators of reproductive health, such as hormonal influence and genetic diversity and symmetry. Even in animals, the peacock shows off its colorful feathers and the fan-throated lizard flaunts its vibrant throat to attract potential mates. However, this scientific perspective has been twisted over time to justify racist stereotypes in the 19th and 20th century. During the period of European colonization of Asian and African regions, Eurocentric beauty standards were forcibly imposed, laying the foundations for racism. Then, beauty got turned into a commodity after the Industrial Revolution and the rise of capitalism, creating a billion-dollar beauty industry. Every day there's a new lip oil, a better face mask, a more superior steroid, and every day, these companies, this billion-dollar beauty industry, continues to profit off our insecurities by upholding damaging beauty standards. In the 1930s, Max Factor designed the Beauty Micrometer, a device that uses metal strips and screws to measure facial imperfections. He then suggested makeup to correct these features. His brand, Max Factor, is now a household name. In fact, my first ever lipstick was from Max Factor. And now, these big beauty brands use social media to ruthlessly enforce their damaging ideals. Whether you drive to school or work, there's always some towering billboard promoting a product on the most flawless model. And this onslaught even continues online. I can't scroll past 2 videos without seeing some TikToker or influencer suggesting tips and tricks to change my body. Media is one of the biggest contributors to body dysmorphia. It creates an inescapable pressure on both women and men to conform to a certain beauty standard. We all know that this standard is always changing. The only constant thing is our need to confine ourselves to it. But our world has undoubtedly come a long way in the last 100 years. This new technological age has opened doors to a more liberal society where diversity and inclusivity are celebrated. And with this shift in culture, the very definition of beauty has changed. Today, being beautiful is having the confidence to express yourself, your personality, your culture, and your history. And by appreciating beauty in this light, we can empower ourselves to celebrate our uniqueness. And what better way to express ourselves than through social media? Yes, social media does reinforce many damaging beauty standards, but at the end of the day, it's just a tool. And we can use this tool for good too. We can use social media as a platform to celebrate each and every one of us, our traits, differences, and quirks that make us unique. It's time we understand that social media's effect on beauty standards is not just black and white, but more nuanced. The rapid exchange of information on social media prevents any single authority from dictating which beauty standards is in fashion. Instead, it allows many diverse and inclusive representations of beauty to flourish. Now, we can gain science-backed self-care advice and awareness on outdated beauty norms from a wide range of sources online. And big brands, who could have poured millions of dollars into advertisements, may have been able to monopolize the beauty market a decade ago, but today, the most popular beauty products are the ones designed authentically by smaller creators. For example, when I was younger, going to school with oily hair would get me laughed at. However, social media has helped us embrace hair oiling practices by spreading the knowledge of its benefits. Historically, men have been confined into this rough and tough standard. Yet, social media has encouraged them to embrace self-care physically and mentally. Now, it's perfectly normal for my guy friends to put on a face mask after a grueling gym session. Whether you're short or have the dad bod, the hourglass shape or the wave look, or anything in between, all bodies are celebrated. And online, there's a community built by accepting and giving individuals the confidence to express themselves. I find confidence in expressing myself in the South Asian girlies community online. I find joy in trying out new makeup and lip combos with my best friends. And I find peace in my skincare routine at the end of a stressful day. Of course, there will always be negative spaces filled with harmful stereotypes on social media. Now and then, I will see a comment, a post, or an advertisement that will make me feel insecure. But I can just block that account, or not buy that product. We have the power to choose those standards and ideals we want to embrace and those we wish to reject. Over the last 2 millennia, our relentless desire to conform to every unattainable beauty standard has caused vast psychological and physical damage. But now, each and every one of us has a voice. All of us have a platform online to reach every corner of the world. And what better way to use it than to celebrate our uniqueness? Because being beautiful is all about being able to express yourself to your fullest potential. Thank you.